Ladies and gents, welcome back to the TSI YouTube channel for episode number 8 of season number 5 of the Burton Albion Road to Glory. It's going to be another busy episode, and we've got a crunch game coming up first of all. But before we do that, if you haven't already, please do click the subscription button down below. It's absolutely free. Come and help us on our road to 1,000 in 2025. Keep the comments coming as well. It's always good to see people getting feedback in the comment section, so please do get yourself involved as much as you like. Also, the links to my Twitch and Discord are down below as well, so get yourself over there. And the Discord in particular, future of the save and where we go next after the save is done. Not that it's ending anytime soon, but that will be decided over on the Discord. And a little look at the table then, and things are looking pretty good for us at the minute. We're currently third in the table. We're on 43 points. We're just a point behind Brighton, who are on 44. We are 13 points behind Manchester City, who lead the way and set the pace. Newcastle are level on us, but our goal difference is better. We do have a game in hand. That game in hand is the next one against Brighton. It is going to be second against third in the first game. If we win that, we will go to second in the Premier League table. So there's a lot to play for. Our form is good. We need to keep it up. Southampton, Burnley and Everton, the sides struggling down towards the foot of the table. As I said, the first game is a big one. It's Brighton at home to kickstart. Then Valencia away in the Europa League. It's Arsenal away in the league to finish off January. The transfer window will then slam shut. I'm not expecting any further business to happen. We know we've got no money. We know the reasons why. We've also just brought in Daniel Jefferson on loan from Bournemouth because Adam Armstrong has returned. So that's the only bit of business I'm expecting to do. Of course, if that changes, I'll let you know, but I'm not planning anything further. It's then Liverpool away in the FA Cup before Crystal Palace at home in the league. As always, we will play 5 of them. 3 of them will actually play. 2 of them we will sim. They will be your 5 games for episode number 8. But without further ado, it's the big one. It's second against third. It's Brighton against Burton. Let's hope for 3 points on the cards. Welcome to the Pirelli Stadium then for what is a massive, massive clash of 2 sides at the top of the Premier League table. 2 sides we maybe didn't expect to be in second and third, but we are there on merit. And we are looking to pull off a big, big win. Of course, try not to lose the game first of all, but it'd be great to leapfrog them and go into second and really make a statement of intent that we're serious about a Champions League spot. Skipper Leonard on the ball finds Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore just going to be patient here. Nothing crazy. Haas is going to find Serrano. Serrano's into a little pocket of space now. Serrano's just going to try and dig this back. Try and find Willie Boving, and he can't. But the first early signs of a little bit of pressure from the Brewers just there. And we're actually going to reset this ball as Leonard can come forward now. And he can try and find Mikey Moore. Does find Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore's going to try and have a shot from distance, but it's a good tackle for the Brighton skipper. But they lose the ball again. Brighton a little bit rattled in these early stages. But again, they're just a stick in a leg. Early signs. Positive, though. Boving on the ball. Looking for the run of Serrano. Serrano is there. When he plays it to Romagues, no, he'll come back and he'll try and find Willie Boving. Willie Boving's going to edge it to Conte. Maybe should have gone for Mikey Moore, who was in a slightly better position. And now it's a poor clearance from us as Pereira can't get there. Guest is trying to get back, and Guest is absolutely sensational to get a key tackle in as Leonard just wears one, but it will come late. Now Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore's going to try and find Conte's onside here. Conte's going to have a shot, but no, maybe Boving is actually the man that gets in the way, and those two not quite on the same wavelength. End-to-end stuff at the Pirelli. Leonard into Serrano. Serrano's going to wait for the run of Guest. Now Guest can come forward. Can he find Boving? We'll find Boving. Boving now into the box. Boving surely for 1-0. It is goal. Huge start for the Brewers. 33 minutes in, and we finally make the pressure count. The first clear cut up of the opportunity of the game comes our way, and Willie Boving makes no mistake. Brilliant from Roman Guest. Initially just threads the ball through to Willie Boving. Willie Boving beats his man. There was a late challenge actually from the Brighton number 3. I thought may just catch him, but he stays on his feet, powers it past the keeper. It's a classic Willie Boving finishing in this massive game at the top of the Premier League. It is 1-0 to the Brewers. And we're trying to come forward again. Brighton just look timid. They've lacked any sort of structure in this game so far. Defensively, they've been positive, but going forward with the ball, they've been really sloppy, really slow and passive in the build-up play. And as we say that, they're now trying to ping some passes together. But again, Pereira is just catching them napping. There's no confidence in their attacking ability, and maybe just don't want to give this game up. More into Conte. Conte's going to beat his man. Conte's in here. This is for 2-0. It is! It is a sensational finish from that man again. It's Tariq Conte. He cannot stop scoring at the minute. He's surely got to be leading the race for the golden boot, if not very close. But him and Boving, the 2 scorers again. It's a wonderful through ball. As we said, Brighton just look absolutely all over the shop, and not a side that is currently second in the table. It's a 2-0 lead for the Brewers. Madueke now just coming into the box, and Brighton looking to make an instant response. It's Gruder. It's Bologna. Kippers with a massive save. I've absolutely butchered that man's name. I didn't see it quick enough to react to it, but it's a massive save from Kippers. The first time he's been called into any action, and we're going to look to go from attack to defence. It's beautiful football from the Brewers. It's Aina. Aina's driving into the box. Can he find Conte? We'll find Conte. Conte's going to try and go one more. No, go alone, Conte. You're better than that. Madueke now into the box, and all of a sudden Brighton have just sprung into a bit of life here as Humphreys can't get across. Guest will get across, and that's really, really lucky that Brighton won a thing. And Haas is just giving the ball away, and Haas now needs to try and give the ball back, and does absolutely brilliantly. The man on loan from Dortmund, an absolute rock in the midfield, and now feeds in Tariq Arconte. And Arconte may be able to get a shot in on goal here. Arconte's going to go alone. Arconte shoots, and Arconte gets an absolute ripper of a goal. Oh, what a finish that is. It's all come from Haas losing the ball, but the grit and the determination from our ginger powerhouse in the midfield has proven dividend because he's fed in Arconte. Arconte's got a lot of work to do, but powers them all home. It's streamlined for the Brewers. It's Burton 3, Brighton 0, game done. 2 minutes are added on at the end of this game then. It's looking like 3 points and a clean sheet for the Brewers. It might be a 4th goal here for Fernandes, but he can't get there, and Brighton will try and go away. Are they going to try and push for that late goal? No, they're not going to have time. The referee blows his whistle. What a performance that is to start episode number 8. That is probably our best performance of the season in terms of controlling a game, dominating a game, and just taking our chances when they come. That was simply stunning from the Brewers. 3 wonderful goals, 3 wonderful points, and we're up to 2nd in the Premier League table. It finishes Burton Albion 3, Brighton 0. We've got some offers on the board. We've just accepted a 1.35 million bid for a youngster Carrera, who is a centre-back. He's not going to get much game time. It's a bit of added income, if nothing else. Boving, £34 million from Arsenal. Reject. You're going nowhere. Nicholas Barnett, £1.9 million. No, we're going to back in just to keep progressing. Vogel hasn't had much game time recently, but I just don't know whether we should let him go now because I don't really need to invest in the squad. So I think for now we reject, but it could be one that we look to move on in the summer if we need to. So we'll reject that for now, but we may have a small bit of money coming into the club. So we will simulate the game against Valencia. The league position is pretty good in the Europa League. We're really chucking all of our eggs into the basket for the Premier League. So we're only going to make one change. Barnett's going to get a start on the right-hand side. Of course, Van Dijk is suspended for this game. He had a red card in the last one. So again, hopefully we can just keep this train of good performances going and secure that automatic qualification into the knockouts. It is Desmond against Valencia. Conte missed a penalty on 13 before Mikey Moore gave us the lead on 30. Bonnie equalised on the 40th minute. Mokalenko actually gave a Valencia lead on the 54 before Conte made a 1 back on the 81st. It was a 2-2 draw away at Valencia. That's a pretty good result on the face of it. That result does mean we finish 4th in the Europa League, so we are automatically into the knockouts, so we will not have to play a playoff game. We progress further into the competition, and that is a massive achievement for the club. Bit of money in the books as well. We'll absolutely take that. But a 4th-place finish in our first Europa League go. Happy days. Welcome to the Emirates. Another big game against one of the original top 6. And again, we're just looking to keep this run of form going. We have been in the purple patch of the career mode so far, and this would be the absolute dream start. There's no way we can score straight away from Willie Boving. No, he hit the post. Oh, that would have been a dream start. That really would have been the run of form heading in the right direction, but we are in good form. We need to capitalise against Arsenal here. Chance for Arsenal. Elliott into the box. Kippers with a massive save. The man on loan from Brentford, earning absolutely every single penny of that low move. And God, I'd love to make that permanent because he has been such a good keeper for us as Arconte clears the ball and does some defensive duty. And now Serrano has done really well. It's a beautiful first touch. He's just going to have to hold the ball up. He's going to find Arconte, and Tariq Arconte is in. He's one-on-one with the keeper. He's got a chance, and he takes his chance. It's beautiful counter-attacking football from Burton Albion yet again. And of course, it's the number 10. It's Tariq Arconte, who is somewhat of a Burton Albion legend now. God, I wish we could sign him in real life because he would be an absolute rock for us. But it's a brilliant breakaway goal. Superb from Serrano to turn this man initially, pick out the pass to Arconte, makes no mistake, and we lead it at the Emirates. Still looking to just try and get back into it. Elliott from the distance, but Kippers is there again. Maybe didn't need to quite parry that way as dramatic as he did, but makes one for the cameras. But again, it's 2 really important saves from Harvey Elliott that we have produced now. And again, we're just looking to come away and try and counter-attack, but it's Paul Firmino, and Mikey Moore does actually quite well, and it is going to be a Burton Albion throwing in Arsenal territory. We're going to try and play a quick 1-2 here between Mikey Moore and Arconte. We can't. The Arsenal man picks up and reads that quite well, but now Leonard's in. Leonard to Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore's on side here. Mikey Moore's into the box, and Mikey Moore's going to try and scratch to Willie Boving, but can't, and Volker will just clear the lines. Just a couple of minutes left in this first half. Serrano does really well to jump the tackle and beat his man. Serrano into Arconte. Arconte's in again here, surely for 2. It is! Right on the stroke of our time. We make it 2-0, and it's Tariq Arconte yet again. He cannot stop scoring, and we cannot stop winning games of football. Are we actually going to qualify for the Champions League here? Are we going on a run? Could we even chase Manchester City down? Because on this form, I fancy us to beat anybody. It's a long way to go, but it is 2-0 at the Emirates. Start the second half. Trossard in on goal. Shoots. Kippers want to save again. We cannot rest on our laurels here, lads. We cannot to get complacent. I was getting a little bit carried away with that motivational speech to the players at half-time, but we just need to settle down here. There's a long way to go in this game. We cannot let Arsenal back in because Kippers is doing his job, and we need to just try and kill this game off and potentially get a third if we can. Leonard. Conte for a hat-trick. It is! I've got no more words. I've got no more adjectives. I cannot describe this man in any other way than I have so many times before. He is an absolute joke of a player. He is simply sensational, and he's one of the best strikers in the world right now. Given the Ballon d'Or, it's Burton 3, Arsenal 0. Serrano inside to Haas. Surely it's not going to be 4 at the Emirates. It is! Arsenal are being embarrassed. And Burton Albion may well win the Premier League before Arsenal do. But we are on absolute fire at the minute, and I don't even know what to say. From the start of the season we had where we were really struggling to really make things tick to now, we could do this. We could really do this. We're starting to believe. It's Burton Albion 4, Arsenal 0. Chance here for Arsenal right at the end to put a blemish on the card. Trossard misses, and that sums up Arsenal's day. The referee blows this whistle. The boos ring around the Emirates, but it's glory for Burton Albion. And it is 4-0. We have absolutely demolished Arsenal. We've beaten Brighton 3-0. We've gone to the Emirates and we have embarrassed Arsenal in front of their home fans. And we are absolutely cooking in the Premier League this season. A hat-trick for Tariq Conte. Absolutely sensational. Burton Albion 4, Arsenal 0. Bit of money back then. João Carreira is on his way. 1.35 million out the door. Straight from the U system. Straight out of the door. B rating on that. So a bit of money in the bank. Hopefully we'll have that money to reinvest in the summer as the window is about to shut. Welcome to Anfield then. FA Cup 4th round action. We normally wouldn't play an FA Cup game this early, but it's against Liverpool. I think if we simulate it, we probably lose the game. It will mean that we simulate the game against Crystal Palace in the league, but just with our form, and we've built up a bit of a gap now too. Those sides chasing us, so I think this might not be the worst thing, but Martinelli has scored straight from kickoff, and this may be proved to be a bad decision straight from the start as Liverpool take an early lead in the 4th round of the FA Cup. We've got it all to do. I'm already regretting this decision. Barnett into Boving. Boving into Guest, and Guest has made a wonderful run, and Guest is potentially on goal here. He's just trying to drive into the box, and the last touch was just a bit heavy in these really wet, dreary conditions at Anfield, and lacking that final bit of composure, but we're going to try and come forward again. It's Leonard. Leonard's into Haas. Haas is into Burnett. Burnett's into Boving. Boving now is going to try and find Mikey Moore, and again, it's brilliant from Joe Gomez. He was superb against us in the league, and he's been superb in the early exchanges here at Anfield. Chance, Martinelli! Goal. Just as it comes up with Leonard with an injury, Martinelli gets the second of the game. And as it stands, we are crashing out of the FA Cup. It's brilliant football from Liverpool. It's just so frustrating. We haven't taken our opportunities. And maybe it's just a bit of a reality check away at Anfield. Again, the Premier League is the focus, but we've chosen to play this game and it is not paying off. Second half underway, and Liverpool looking to kill this game sooner rather than later. Evan Nilsson's now into the box. Has a shot. Oh, my word. It's game over. And it is special from Evan Nilsson. Sometimes you just have to tip your hat and say fair play. The better side are going to win this one. It has not been our day in the FA Cup. It will allow us to concentrate on the Europa League and the Premier League. But what a finish that is. Liverpool 3, Burton 0. Aina coming forward now, just trying to get something back in this game. It's our Conte. It's our Conte into Boving. Boving's in. Boving shoots. And you know it's not going to be our day when Willy Boving does not hit the back of the net. Somehow he's put it wide. Just a miserable day on Merseyside. Corner for Liverpool. So this game is done. Unfortunately, we are going to crash out of the FA Cup. It was always going to be a tough game. Just really wish we'd have simulated it now, because if we go and lose against that Palace, that will really be a dent in what has been a brilliant episode so far. As Fernandes is just trying to go alone here. Oh my God. Fernandes, this would be one of the best goals, if not the best goal you're ever going to score. Does score. I don't think we can. We've only got 10 minutes to go. Please pick up the ball. Okay, don't worry about it. Fernandes gets a goal back, and it is a really, really special goal, but it's going to be a bit subdued because we've only got 10 minutes left, but you never know. 2 minutes so out of time then. See out, but we are going to crash out of the FA Cup, unfortunately, in the 4th round as Barnett is trying to get into the box and just trying to get another one back, but that is going to be all she wrote, unfortunately. We are out of the Cup. We've just got to hope that that simulation game against Crystal Palace coming up does not prove to be a complete disaster as a decision here. We took a gamble. It has not paid off, and Liverpool, fair play, the much better side, finishes Liverpool 3, Burton 1. So the final simulation game of the episode, just looking for a perfect record in the Premier League. It's Crystal Palace at home. Lunchtime kickoff. Full 11 out. No injury concerns. Landon managed to shake off that scare in the last game. Just give me a win, simulation gods. Give me a win. We've been absolutely cooked away from home. That's right, at home. Sarr with 1-2. Phillips with a 3rd. It's not great news, but the earlier form has proven that we can absolutely compete. We should still have a comfortable gap back to the Champions League spaces, but unfortunately we do lose the last game of the episode. We'll look at the table then to wrap things up for this episode. Sometimes the simulations don't go your way. We took a gamble, it did not pay off. The first real mistake we've made this season, but we are still second in the table. We're 11 points off Manchester City. I think that is out of the question. But the Champions League spaces are not. We are 6 points clear of Chelsea in 5th place. They have got a game in hand. So worst that it could be is 5 points back to Newcastle. So things are looking really good. We've got a mega chance of making Champions League football this year. That is for sure. Brighton and Newcastle, the other two sides. Then it's Chelsea, Spurs, Liverpool trying to hunt us down. United and Arsenal really struggling down there. Burnley, Southampton, Everton. Still the sides in the bottom 3. And they look pretty doomed to me. Into episode number 9 coming your way in just a few days' time. It is Burnley away, first of all. We go to bottom of the table to kickstart episode 9. It's then Tottenham at home, Ipswich away, Villa at home, Southampton away. I'm expecting in this gap here, that will be when the Europa League knockout game is. So I'm expecting a couple of fixtures to be sprinkled in here. The draw has not been done yet because the playoffs are still ongoing. But we've got some very winnable games coming up in the next episode. But another episode is done and dusted. As always, thank you so much for all the support. Please do subscribe to the channel. Give the video a thumbs up. Get yourself down in the comments. Come and join me over on Twitch and Discord. And I'll see you in a few days' time for episode number 9.